Good afternoon, everybody. To some of you, it is the evening. What's going on? How are we doing? Welcome to Asian Session. See who we got here in the chat. NQ Soccer Mom, El Moro. We got Marina. Hello. Monique. Hello. Jess. Hello. Wizzy. Hello, Tia. Appreciate y'all. What's going on? Leslie. Hey, hey, hey. Alrighty. Let's get those likes up, chat. Let's get those likes up for Asian Session. Let's get those likes up. That's the only way I know that you like these sessions. Alrighty. Let's get into it. Let me switch you to my other screen here. How are we doing today? Hopefully we're doing well. Having an amazing day, per usual. Hope you're having an amazing day. If you were with us early this morning on stream, 4K day. Something light, 4K day on stream. Also, our members in the Trading Lab had an amazing day as well. We got a member that made 2,000 today. We got a member that made over 1,000 today. Micros. So shout out to the Trading Lab members. 3 classes in, already seeing success. I mean, I'm really speechless, you know. I'll show you that in a second, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at these markets. And we'll see what we got today. I did see that we already did some good buying up already. Good evening, Mayo. Hi, Seven. Hi, Lux. Ashley, I see you. Alrighty. So, on the 4 hour, we know overall we're in a range, of course. Now, this morning we came down pretty heavy. We caught a bounce here at support. Now we're just sitting here. So, not really ideal to sit here, but once I break it down to the 1 hour, you'll see it in detail a little bit. I'll talk about this range. I'll talk about it on the 1 hour just because I know it's gonna be hard for you to see it. Like I said, as we zoom in now to the 1 hour, you're going to see that we have this range over here, right? So if I drag this range over, where we clearly in a range, right? History repeats itself in the market. Very, very common. Looks like we pretty much bounced off the bottom. Now we're headed towards the top side again. All right. We also have a pretty big imbalance here from this morning's candle. Big sell-off this morning, over 800 points. So as far as how far we're headed up, hard to say. We could just be headed up towards the top of this range once again. That's not too far off from where we are. It's about 80 points from where we currently are. But like I said, it did buy up quite a bit already during the session. You're going to be able to see it right here in the 30-minute. I mean, what a bounce this was. The market didn't want to wait for us, huh? 220 points. My goodness. So like I said, it already had a pretty clean bounce. So no promises on what's going to happen today. Not going to sit here and force any trade just because I'm on stream. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I wish this was the setup because this would have been amazing. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. If we zoom in here on the 15-minute, you can kind of see this range that we're working with a little bit better. Just kind of retraced off the top of it. So I'm going to be on the 5-minute today. I'm going to turn those off. I'm going to be a bit more zoomed in. Let's remove that. There we go. We're going to be on the 5-minute. We're going to be zoomed in. I do have some levels here that I'll highlight for you. We'll use purple. I kind of have this zone right here that I'm looking at. I also have a small zone right here that I'm looking at. Okay. Oh yeah, you guys could see that pretty good. So I'm going to take a real short guess that we're coming down to this as we speak, right? For like scalping purposes, that's what I would use those zones for. Like I said, we'll see what happens here. We'll go down to the 1-minute, and I bring those zones back. If we go down to the 1-minute, you can see a little better here. A little bit late to the party, but would have been a nice scalp. Just something so simple, right? So simple. All right. Actually 3-minute looks pretty cool. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna turn this into a zone. Actually, I'm gonna turn this into a zone too. A little bit more zoomed in today. Alrighty. Doing fantastic. Love that. I love it. I love it. Today we're going to be talking about some cool stuff. We're going to be talking about live account rules because I know there's a lot going on in the internet. We talked earlier on stream with Apex rules and the Top Step live account rules, but we didn't talk about Tradingviews live account rules. And I don't know if a lot of people know about the bonuses because they updated their program. Okay. But before we get into that, let's talk about this morning's trade, our members' trades, and then we'll get straight into performance bonuses, all right? So real quick here, if you came to the stream earlier today, look at that smile. Really big call out here. Like I said, we had a 4K day on stream. That screenshot when the trade was finished, but those of you who were here this morning, what an awesome call out this was. Shout out to everybody who's here this morning. Appreciate you. That's a W. Also, I posted a short today, and can we get a drop in the chat? Oh, see, that was the market. That was the market. So this is a pretty fun short. I'll put the link in the chat for you guys. You can check this out. I posted this a couple hours ago. This trade was about 2 days ago on stream. I pressed the wrong button. I thought it was a funny short, so I'll let you guys finish it out. Pretty cool short. Again, link is in the chat there. The name of that short is called No, 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 Wait. No, 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 wait. What's up, good stuff? Glad I picked up the iPad to catch a little YouTube. What a surprise to see you here today. Let's go. You know what's crazy, good stuff? I was just about to bring you up. You are the next person I'm going to talk about. Oh, I'm serious. You literally came into the stream at the perfect time. Good Stuff is one of our Trading Lab members. Shout out to Good Stuff. And the best part about the Trading Lab is we have real traders, real people, real results. There's no fake reviews. There's no fake results. We got real people just like you all in the chat. We learn from all levels. If you guys were here earlier, you would see Good Stuff is Sidewinder in our Discord. Again, a member of the Sunday Trading Lab. $2,100 today. I appreciate the shout out as well. But again, shout out to Good Stuff in the YouTube chat. Thank you for being a part of the membership. But also, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Once again, Good Stuff's name is Sidewinder in the main chat. So you guys are in the Discord. If you go to the main chat, you will see this trade. 2,100, that's what I'm talking about. We also got Rico. You guys always see Rico in the morning. Rico's another Trading Lab member of 1,100 today. Hashtag official ends concepts. Join the strategy lab. Love it, love it, love it. Love seeing results. That's what I'm talking about. Beauty. Beauty, beauty. We love that. Let's see here. And also shout out to the members. I see you guys have been chatting it up in the they've been chatting it up in the Trading Lab today. They've been chatting. I love that. I love that everybody's networking. I will tell you guys, the Trading Lab, you know, it's a very positive community. And don't be afraid to join. I promise you, no one's going to make fun of you. If they make fun of you, they're going to get kicked out. So you don't have to worry about that. No one's going to make fun of you, though. This is a place for people who are serious about trading, people who want to learn. Everyone's helping each other out. It's a beautiful place to be. Love it. Happy to be here, yeah. Wasn't here with you, but I definitely caught the short this morning. Awesome, nice. Okay, let's see here. We push through that area. So usually when I trade a Asian session, I like to start around 5 o'clock, which is in about 12 minutes. I like to wait till after 5 o'clock. So coming on and seeing these really good moves here is a bit annoying. Because now I'm like, okay, what kind of move are we going to get? You know, before 5 o'clock, they got these moves. What kind of move we getting? You know? It's all good, though. I feel like I got one win every single day this week during Asian session. So, if this day I can't, then I can't. It is what it is. I'm 3 for 3. See if I can go 4 for 4 for Asian session this week. That'd be cool. Nah, it's all good. What's up, Quasair? What's up, dude? So yeah, let's talk about live performance bonuses. We got about 10 minutes till the opening here. The volume's going to be kicking in. In about 10 minutes, you may see the candle go a little crazy. Sometimes it goes a little crazy. So we got about 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So I know a lot of people are familiar with the Top Steps bonuses, right? With the live performance. You profit 15K. In your live account, they give you $1,000. You profit 20K, they give you $5,000. You profit 50K, they give you 10,000. Right? Most people are familiar with that. Well, Tradingviews went with that idea and said, let's make it better. So let's talk about Tradingviews live performance bonuses, everybody. I'll use the 50K as an example because most people buy 50Ks. You can get up to 4,000 per account. So I'm gonna kind of briefly explain that to you. I'm just putting this here so you can see 100K. You can get up to $8,000 per account, up to $12,000 per account with a 150K. So let me explain that to you guys. Let me get some ones in the chat if you're with me before I start. Let me get some ones in the chat. I want to make sure that button works because I will ask you for some more ones later to make sure you guys understand. I'm giving you this information because I think it's going to help you guys out. All right. Let's take a 50K, for example. Let's say you bought 5 50Ks. Okay, you bought 5 50K select accounts. You got some payouts, blah, blah, blah. They move you to a live account. Say, okay, cool. We're going to move you to a live account. So Tradingviews' method for live accounts is a little different from the other firms. The other firms condense you into one account. Tradingviews does not do that. Tradingviews is going to say, okay, let's turn your funded accounts into 5 live accounts. Okay. So what's cool about it is you're still going to have 5 accounts you're copying with. Okay. All 5 will be live accounts. They're not going to condense it into one. We cool with that? Let me get a 3 in the chat. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what happens to my balance? What they'll do is they'll pay you out, you know, in your funded accounts. So say you got 5 50Ks, whatever your balance was, they'll pay you out. Then they'll switch you to the live account. Okay. And when they do that, your live account will start at 0. Okay. So I think that's cool. And here, this is how it works. So with the performance bonus, you can receive every 30 days. Okay. So basically every month, right? Every 30 days. And the parameters you need to reach is number 1, you need to have 5 days of 250 or more. 5 days, at least in 30 days. Number 2, your profit for the month needs to be 2,000 or more. That's it. If you do that every 30 days in your live account, that live account will receive a $2,000 bonus each. So let's say you got 5 50K live accounts with Tradingviews. If you have 5 days of 250 or more, and by the end of the month you made over 2,000 in each account, you'll get an extra 2K on top of your payouts. So you got your payouts, but you're getting a bonus 2K. So 2K times 5, basically an extra 10 grand every month for consistency. That's pretty damn good, guys. Just really think about it. An extra 10 grand for consistency. I know what you're thinking. Well, Lens, what if I split up my accounts? What if 3 of them I'm trading, they reached the parameters and the other 2 didn't? I'm glad you asked. Let's say 3 of your 50K account, let's say you split it. You did 3 accounts here and you did 2 accounts here, right? For your live accounts. You wanted to split it because you wanted to split up your leverage. Cool. Let's say these 3 did get 5 to 50 days or more. You made over 2 grand a month. You're good to go. Maybe these 2, you didn't trade that much, so you didn't reach the full parameters. You will get 2,000 bonus for all 3. So you'll get 6 grand, right? 2K, 2K, 2K. You'll get a 6 grand bonus on top of your withdrawal, guys. On top of your withdrawal. It's not it's a bonus. So you withdraw your funds, whatever your payout was, and you're getting a bonus. You can't beat that, bro. I'm telling you, I feel like in my opinion, Tradify is slowly coming for that #1 spot, low key. I feel like they're slowly coming for the #1 spot because, bro, it's that simple. Just be consistent. Let me get a 4 in the chat. That made sense. Let me get a 4 in the chat. Did that make sense, everybody? So I think that's really cool. Again, if you have a bigger account, the reward is higher. But if you have a 50K, the max is 2,000 bonus on each account. So I think it's also cool that they made the rule flexible. So like if you do split up your accounts, if one doesn't make it, it's okay. You can get the bonus for the account that did qualify. I think that's really cool. I think that's thoughtful. I think we all can call out some prop firms that won't do that. They're going to say, I think we all know a few prop firms that's going to be like, oh, all your accounts didn't qualify. You're done. You can't get it. But with Tradify, they don't all have to qualify. Just at least one of them, you're good. So I personally think it's super cool. And you may be thinking, well, Linz, do I have to keep the money in the account? Nope, they're going to keep track. So do what you do. If you withdraw every week, you withdraw every week. They're going to keep track of what your profits were for those 30 days, okay? So whatever your profit was for that month, as long as you qualify, you're good to go. So you can keep withdrawing. Don't think, oh, I got to keep the funds in here so that they know I made 2K. No, you're good. You can take your withdrawals. It's all been calculated. Cool. So that's something new they started in, well, I don't want to say new, but they revamped their account rules for that in April this year. So what, like 2 months ago? I'm sure a lot of people didn't know about it. I'm here giving you guys the info. All right, we wasted a couple minutes here waiting for the opening. We got less than 4 minutes to go. Less than 4 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this hourly candle now with the top wick. Holy. Again, I don't usually start trading till in the next 4 minutes. During Asian session, usually whatever happens before that happens before that. It's just a personal preference. It doesn't mean you have to do it. Just my personal preference. You know, as you trade for a long time, you're going to develop your own personal preferences. You know, what works for you. Everybody's different. There's a lot of people who like to trade the earlier part of Asian session, and that's fine. You know, that's perfectly fine. Do what works for you. All right. 2 minutes and 50 seconds here. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think about the live account bonus? I think it's pretty cool. In my humble opinion, I mean, let's say it takes you 30 days to make 2,000 in each account. I mean, you withdraw 10 grand and then you get a bonus of 10 grand. So you really made 20,000. like really put this into perspective. All you gotta do is act like you're doing the challenge again, size small, make 2 grand, right? Humble yourself, wait out the 30 days. You can withdraw. Well, you don't have to wait. You can withdraw the money. You can withdraw your 10 grand, and then at the end of the 30 days, you can withdraw your bonus. You made 20 grand. So to me, I think it's awesome. 10 grand really means you made 20 grand. So in my opinion, I think that's something to take advantage of. And you may think to yourself, wow, that's generous, but you gotta think, almost no one makes it that far. So they could be that generous, you know what I'm saying? Like almost nobody makes it that far. And it's not because people are incapable, it's because people get excited. They get excited. People struggle with consistency. There's people who've passed, funded challenges, but they never made it to a payout. There's people who pass challenges easily. They always get one payout and then they never make it to a second payout. There's a very high statistic of people who always pass, get a payout, never make it to number 2. And then there's the statistic of people who always pass, they get 2-3 payouts, and they always blow up the account for some reason. Then you got the people who get to the live account. Very, very tiny portion of people. And even those people usually statistically don't keep that live account more than a month. Let alone 2 months. So, What's up, coach? Got in late. Who's giving away free money? Tradingviews? Technically, yes. They got that competition that's going to start this Sunday for the World Cup. It's free to participate. You might as well participate. Top 500 people win cash prizes. It's a good way to house in your community of loyal buyers, people who just stick to your prop firm. I'll be honest with you guys. I think a lot of people move from prop firm to prop firm, prop firm, prop firm. I've really personally found my comfort with TradeFi, and sometimes sticking to one thing ain't bad, But yeah, they got the World Cup trading competition. It's free to participate, guys. You don't have to purchase an account to play. It's free to play. You just need a account with them in general, like an email, basically. But yeah, top 500 people win a cash prize. First place wins 100 grand cash. Second place wins 40 grand cash. Third place wins 20 grand cash. The top 200 people split a cash prize that's bigger than everyone else who's from 200 to 500. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but hey, I mean, if you're in the top 500, you're getting some free cash. Also, everybody's a winner, so just for participating, every single person who participates gets 50% off any account as an award. So they started doing more competitions this year for different things. I think it's a smart marketing way and a good way to, give back to the community, you can say. So I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. Because Top Step, I like Top Step, but Top Step is very stingy with giveaways and stuff. They're very they're only gonna do it at a certain time. You may get what? How many giveaways have they done this year? They recently did one. I've probably done like 1 or 2 this year, right? And we're halfway through the year. So with Top Step, you'll probably get maybe 2-3 giveaways throughout the whole year. TradeFi, I noticed they've been trying to implement more giveaways almost every month or 2. So I think it's a good way to give back to the community and to encourage people, We're gonna 5 TradeFi accounts right now. Nice, let's go. Oh, Forex Ninja, we're talking about the live bonuses. The live account bonuses. So for an example, if you have a 50K, you can earn up to 2 grand on each account in the live accounts. TradeFi does not condense your live account into one. It just, if you have 5 accounts, they turn into 5 live accounts, So, yeah. So what's cool about it is if you have 5 50Ks, you can get an extra 10K a month. I mean, on top of what you withdraw. They're heating up. I tell you, man, they're heating up the competition. I think what they're doing is smart, and I think if you guys take advantage of the opportunity, you won't regret it. It's life-changing money, guys. Okay, let's see here. Let's focus now. So I was waiting until 5 o'clock. It's 5:03 on the clock. Let's do it. Not a fan of this range, but let's see from an hourly. Yeah, the hourly just looks terrible, atrocious, but here we go, bouncing on the bottom again. We came down to 676 here. A little bit of a strong bounce. Definitely gonna be keeping an eye on this one. Buyers really stepped in there. I mean, we're up what, like 80 points from that? Let me get my info thing. 80 points? Let me see from here. 77 points, almost 80 points. Jeez. Let's see, I'll just close this here. Let me know in the chat. Everybody having a good day today? Let me know. Everybody having a good day? How are we doing? Everybody having a good day? Everybody smile today? Let me know. Oh, I appreciate you guys who actually say hello. Appreciate you guys. Some people forget it's a human to human interaction. You gotta say hello. Well, you don't have to. But I shake the room. Hey. MME, I see you. Welcome to the official fam. Appreciate you. That was a loud notification. Hold on. Is that so loud? Let me turn it down. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna turn it down by 25%. Almost, well, maybe 50%. That was super loud. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I turned the volume down. Should be good. Are we good? On to the music now. Now y'all can't hear the music, huh? Hold on. Okay, there we go. We're good. Good, blessed. Let's go. Trading PQ, what's up? Hello. Okay, let's see here. Well, we're up quite a bit. Measure this again. Yeah, 106 point bounce. Gotta run out of steam at some point, Nasdaq. Jeez. 106 point bounce during the Asian session. Never thought I'd see that. Years ago, I never thought I'd see that in the Asian session with Nasdaq. It used to move so slow years ago during the Asian session. So crazy. This thing is just flying. Goodness gracious. Killer day. I like that. Killer day. All right, here I'm pretty much hands off just because we jumped up 100 points. I mean, I'm not gonna hop in when it's up 100 points. Next thing I know, I'm hopping in during the retracement. Not ideal. Interested to see how this 3-minute looks. Oh, this was the 5 o'clock candle. Keep it on the 1. Oh, here we go. Don't tell me this thing is gonna push all the way up. One thing about Nasdaq, man, Nasdaq don't just got gas in the tank, but it's got gas on standby. Okay, let's see. Got 20 seconds till that 5-minute candle closes. Don't know how it's gonna close, but it's about to close. In here. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. All right, we closed bullish. Like I said, we are up a little over 100 points though. It's my only concern and just stepping into a buy here. Would be nice to let's see. It looks nice enough for me to scalp, perhaps. I could do that too. But it honestly doesn't. Not just yet. Need a little bit more oomph from this market. A little bit more oomph. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys usually trade Asian session? Give me a yes or a no. If you don't feel like typing yes or no, you could do Y or N. Who here usually trades Asian session? Or maybe you do it sometimes. Let me know. I personally don't always trade it. I have some time and I feel like it. Kind of hop on, you know. Your favorite session? Nice. Nice. But the way I treat Asian session is I treat it like I'm building my cushion for New York for the next day, even though it's in the same daily candle. So if I can make 100 or 2, a couple hundred, that gives me a cushion for my trade the next day, you know? Okay, look at this rejection here. Interesting. Interesting. This is why I'm holding off for a second. Sometimes, not usually. Okay. All right, a few no's. A few people said no. Yeah, I mean, I will say if you're not trading consistently, it is dangerous to be trading all the sessions because that means you're just trying to make money. You know, it's different if you have a strategy that you are consistently sticking to and trading over and over and over again. That's what you want. My advice would be to wait until you have something consistently working for you. And consistent doesn't mean 100% win rate. Ain't not no 100% win rate. But you know, you want something that works for you, right? Don't want to force it. Need more practice for the session so you can use a cushion. Yep. But master the session that is your primary session first, right? You must master the primary session first, right? You can consistently pay yourself, whether it be your own personal live account or with a prop firm, whichever way. You can consistently withdraw from the markets from that one session, then you're good to go. Then go ahead and experiment, you know, with different sessions. But if you haven't shown that to yourself, then nothing wrong with watching, but definitely don't just hop in trades, you know. Okay, this is looking very interesting. And I like this a little bit more now. Slightly. I wish it went down a little more though. I mean, how much did we go down? 48 points, but 48 points 2 years ago, yeah, cool. But 48 points in today's market is not a lot, right? Yeah, 2-3 years ago, 48 points, cool, okay, let's go. But today, I don't mean nothing, right? That ain't nothing to Nasdaq. All right, let's see. Let's see. Nasdaq starting to range here. Starting to range. Hey chat, let me know in the chat, did you guys have dinner yet? Let me know if you had dinner. Curious. Who had dinner in the chat? Let me see. Yes on the dinner? Chicken tacos, ooh. I made some spaghetti as a late lunch, but I didn't eat it yet. Now I'm thinking it may go to waste. Haven't had spaghetti in a little bit. My goodness, we're just ranging. Make a decision. Fake out city. It is fake out city here. Not yet. Making nachos. Garlic butter and chives, baked potato, garlic butter grilled chicken breast. Dang, okay. Yeah. Pot roast and mashed potatoes. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Looks like we may be picking up a little bit of steam here in this market. We got 1 minute and 50 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. I'm gonna wait for it to close, actually. I'm gonna wait because I... Look at it now, see? Just baiting people. Minute 32 seconds. Patience pays. Gonna wait out a little bit. See. Gotta be patient here. Back on the... I didn't put it back on the 1 minute. 1 minute. A little entertaining with this range. Totally air fried potatoes with orange juice to drink? Wait a minute. I never heard that combination before. Orange juice and potatoes. I never in my life heard that combination. It must be good. Orange juice and potatoes? Interesting. Very, very interesting, might I say. By the way, 25 seconds till that 5-minute candle closes, y'all. It was bullish, and I told you I was gonna wait because I didn't trust it. Let's see. Oh, look, now it's bearish. See? You see? RIP to all those who impulse buys on this candle. RIP. Gotta be patient. Hi, Chase. Morning, Lens. Hope you're good. It's 2 a.m. this side. I'm tired. See you later. Appreciate you, Chase. Have a good night. Alrighty, that 5-minute candle did indeed close. How I feel about it, though, I don't really feel much about it. I think if I'm looking at it from a sell perspective, I don't like sells because I have a level right here. I'd rather be a buyer where it is right here. I would prefer to be a buyer. So if it does set up for buys for me, then I'll take a buy. If it's setting up to sell off, I'm gonna choose to not be in it. That's just my personal choice. Again, if Nasdaq sells off, it could sell off without me. I do not want to be a part of it. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine with it. Do your thing, Nasdaq. Let's see it. See, we're kind of tagging in this area. Notice how we get a bounce in that area 2 times now. Two times. Jeez. It's just not giving me the setup I want to see, though. It's not. Being patient, though, chat. Being patient. I want to see what it does when it comes down into that area. Will it bounce again? Will it hold? We're hanging in the early 700s. About 715. Here we go, bouncing on my level again there at 712. I got a level right there at 712. Let's see what happens. Come on, Nasdaq. Be nice. Be nice. Set up something nice. see. Like pulling teeth. That's why they call it slow markets, huh? Might be the worst 1 hour PA I've ever seen. Let me see the 1 hour. Yeah, Doji City. Don't you love Doji City? Doji City. Alright, let's see. I mean, it's a range. It's a pretty big range, but it's quite the range. 230 points of a range. Very interesting. Like I said, if it sells off, it's just gonna have to sell off without me. I'm not taking the sell down to the bottom of this. I don't like it. It's not my favorite type of sell off. Don't get me wrong, it could definitely push through and come down, but I don't like it where it's at right now. I'm not gonna be part of it. I don't care if it goes 200 points down. I'm not gonna be part of it. Nope, not I. Just don't like it. Catching some not buyers, it's catching some sellers though right here. It is catching. I mean, we do have a reversal pattern right here in the 3-minute double doji closure here. Pretty common reversal pattern. Let's see here. Time is a chat. I'm only gonna hop up here for about an hour because usually if I don't see my setup by 5:30, usually it's just kind of like, oh, okay, nothing for me. So I'll give it another 5 minutes. We will we're gonna see how this next candle closes, and that'll kind of determine if I'm gonna conclude it or not. Let's see. So this one's gonna close in 50 seconds, and then we got one more. But already the way this is coming down, looks like I may not be a part of this one. So one thing about trading is you don't have to be a part of every trade. And that's what keeps a lot of people from being profitable. There's a reason why people who are consistent think a different way. If you feel like you need to be part of every single trade, what I always say is try to switch out the topic for something else like sports, something very common, and just think about common sense stuff. It's just like being on a team and saying you have to score every goal or you have to make every shot on the team. No, you don't have to make every shot in the team for the team to win. Right? That just makes no sense, right? Plenty to go around for everybody. You know? Or that's just like saying you have to take every single shot every time you have the ball. Like, no, sometimes there may not be a shot set up for you. You may have to pass it. Right? Because now you're just forcing shots, right? Same thing if we use soccer or football. World Cup is here, so we use football. You know, just because you get the ball don't mean you gotta be the one to score it. Sometimes you gotta wait for that opportunity. You know, for some reason with day trading, people take common sense things and they twist it in their mind, and it just doesn't. I don't know what happens. It just, the common sense is out the door. But when you switch the analogy to, are you going to take a half-court shot every day in a basketball court to win a game? Magically, you get it automatically. And it's like, yeah, that's how you're thinking in trading, right? You're trying to take half-court shots every day and wondering why you're not successfully doing well, right? So try to change things to like common sense things, and it'll really make you face the music on how you're thinking. You know, you have to rewire your brain to be successful in anything, especially day trading. The field where 90% of people fail in this business. So if you want to be in that 10%, then you need to think like a 10%er. You might as well give it your all. A lot of people come into this and they half do stuff. You might as well set yourself up for success. The 90% failure rate. Wouldn't you want to put yourself in the best position possible, right? As a business? You know, so put your best foot forward. Discipline up. You know? Discipline up. If you really want it, you'll go get it. If you truly want it, you'll lock in for a couple weeks. And you'll put in the work to do that back testing and study just the same pattern over and over again. You know, once you find a system that works for you, because everybody's different. There's so many systems out there, they all work, but they work as much as you make them work. So just choose one. Literally just choose a system. They all work. That's the whole thing about trading. They literally all work, but they work as much as the trader makes them work. You know what I'm saying? Put in the work, find what makes that system have the highest probability, and stick to that, you know? We are all our own worst enemy, I promise you. Okay. So, I was waiting for that 5-minute candle to close. Look how it closed. We left the bottom wick here of 55 points. Bounced off of this level. But it's still kind of, it almost looks hard to say heavy on the sell side because we're in a really strange area. So I don't want to say heavy, but it could get heavy here. So I may call it here. I'm not going to force a setup. I just don't like the position of price, so I'm just not going to take a sell here. Whether I think it's going to sell off or not, I just don't like where it is. I'm picky about my trades. That's why I'm in the position that I'm in, because I like to take trades that give me like a 90% chance of winning, as you notice. You guys watched me the last 5 years. All right, we had a 4K day today because we wait for something that has a higher probability. We don't just hop into stuff. All right. So I'm gonna call it here. Short stream today. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Not liking this PA too much, but this is usually where I would stop Asian session anyway. If I don't find nothing by now, I just call it and that's it. Not forcing nothing. Alrighty. Alright, everyone. Have a great night. I will see you early in the morning for the sunrise. So be ready. Alright. Thank you, everybody. I will catch you later. Bye now. Manifesting to be sitting here, present, confident, seeing it, executing it. What the hell? What was the reason? What was the reason? So I think I'm gonna add to this position my stops to break even. Boom, boom, and boom. Day, come on, 1K. 690 with micros, and I'm gonna close that. Hose is mad, chat. Chat, hose is mad, chat. Hose mad. Hose mad. All right, chat. Close your eyes and sell. Here we go. Just don't even look at it, chat. Why would you put a stop loss on it? Are you crazy? Why would you use a stop loss? It can't get no better than this, chat. Oh my God, she's up $5,300. We're gonna close that trade. $5 grand live on stream.